Hello everyone and welcome back to CryptoLiveLeak. We are here live at Futurist 19, a leading blockchain conference here in Toronto. I have the pleasure to speak with Lyn Ulbricht today, who is the mother of Ross Ulbricht. Some of you may know him from the Silk Road and the sentencing that is followed thereafter. And now there is a campaign in progress to free Ross. So how are you doing today, Lyn, if you want to give us a little bit about the background on everything that's unfolded?
Sure, I'm doing fine. It's really good to be here. Just to give some background on the case, Ross, when he was 26 years old, was very passionate about free markets, the potential of Bitcoin for monetary freedom, and was very immersed in libertarian philosophy and worked on the Ron Paul campaign. And he wanted to bring the message of free markets to people. Initially, he created a video game to do that, and when he didn't get that published, he turned to the internet and created a free market website online called Silk Road, which essentially was based on the non-aggression principle that as long as no third party was harmed, everyone had the right to buy and sell what they wanted with each other, except for if it hurt someone, as I said. So no child pornography, for example, was permitted on the site at all. No stolen property, weapons, things that could hurt people. But otherwise, it was essentially a free and open market. And for doing this, he has been given a double life plus 40-year sentence without parole. He is not, all his charges are nonviolent. He is not accused of, inflicting violence on anyone or being really a danger to anyone, but he is being kept, doomed to die in a cage for this. And so that's basically what's going on.
I mean, it seems like it's definitely an unfair sentencing. Seems like they're almost trying to make an example out of this and try to deter maybe people from doing something similar.
They said that. They said that.
That's exactly what they said. Okay. And so now, can you give an example of the sentencing for anyone that was using the site illegally to do these sort of illegal and explicit things? Were there lesser sentences given to those type of people?
Well, there were people who were running it and selling on it. The biggest drug seller on Silk Road, who has the same offense level in the system as Ross, got 10 years. And it goes down from there. The guy, Blake Benthall, who was running Silk Road 2, which was the government said was bigger and had sold more drugs in a month, got no prison time. It just was revealed by, I believe, Vice that he only has to pay 2 years of back taxes. That's it. So it's very unfair. There's a huge sentencing disparity. And this is not only bad for Ross, horrible, but it sets a very dangerous precedent for all Americans, because if a judge and the government can just say, well, we don't like you, so you get double life. You did the same thing, but 2 years back taxes, that suffices. That's not justice. And I'm not saying I want Blake Benthall to get double life. I'm saying I want Ross to have the same consideration as these other people.
Right, and I think that's a totally fair thing to ask. Now, you have a petition that's going around. You have numerous thousands of signatures. Can you just describe a little bit what that petition is trying to accomplish?
Yeah, so we've gone through the courts, Ross has. So appealed to, of course, the district court where his trial and sentencing were. Then it goes up to the appellate court of the Second Circuit. That got shot down. Then he went to the Supreme Court. And that basically was not addressed there. So what's left, essentially, is clemency, a commutation of the sentence by the President of the United States, because it's a federal case. So we have a petition at freeross.org. Please sign the petition if you think it's wrong, the sentence is wrong. And we're asking President Trump to correct this terrible overreach of power and commute this sentence. So that's what it's about. We've got almost 200,000 people who agree with me, and we're hoping for 500,000. We really want to use it to get the attention of the president and say, this has support. This has momentum. Please look at this.
Yeah, and that's a great point. So the website again is freeross.org. That's freeross.org. You can go on there and sign the petition. I know a lot of the blockchain community supports this, so please, audience, go out there and do what you can to help Free Ross. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Lyn. Do you have any closing statement?
Just that, this is not only about Ross. This is about setting a precedent and a situation that is going to filter down and impact all of us. And it's important that it's pushed back and corrected. This isn't right, and it needs to be changed.
100% agree with you, and thank you so much for joining us today, Lyn.
Thank you for having me,
And we wish good luck with the cause.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.